I'm not an avid GAA fan. I don't particularly tune into matches, but I've seen that clip of what was a mass brawl. It's up on YouTube if you want to see it. I thought it was interesting because it actually describes itself as a row, which to me is a bit of an argument.
Yeah.
But I think the GAA are guilty of that. I think they are guilty of always minimising and calling, a bit of, high jinks on the pitch,
Schmozzle
a row, high spirits. No, it's assaults and brawling. What is going on?
Look, the GAA has a problem. It has always had a problem with violence. It is probably less than it was 20 or 30 years ago, but it is still not good enough. And let's call it out here. If what happened on that pitch in Laois happened in any other walk of life, any other aspect of life, the Gardaí would be involved. And look, you know what? I'm not here to knock the GAA. I love the GAA. I'm a part of the GAA. I'm a GAA coach and so on. But what I don't love about the GAA is this culture of machismo that permeates every part of it. Kevin McStay, the former Mayo footballer, described it recently as the greatest stain on the GAA, and I absolutely agree with him. Better on the pitch to be an assassin or a thug than to be the guy who pulls out of a tackle that's going to put somebody in hospital. I hate that part of the GAA. I don't like it. And the brawl and stuff, I can remember the first time ever playing a game where a full brawl took place under 16s. And literally a full brawl. I was just like, I did not know what to do. And it is part of the culture. It's accepted. I played soccer in some of the toughest parts of this country. I never ever saw it. I don't think I can ever remember somebody even swinging a
That means
punch.
there's a tolerance and an acceptance.
There is a tolerance and acceptance, and dare I say it, not I don't mean by the authorities, but generally across the GAA world, almost an encouragement of it, a reverence of the thug and the assassin, and as I say, woe betide anyone who pulls out of a tackle that's going to put either you or that person in hospital. You're a coward, and that's the worst thing that could be levelled at you. And I just think, you know what, it has improved, and it would be wrong to say it hasn't improved, but I think increasingly, and Kevin McStay made this point as well, I think people will walk away from the GAA because, like most rational, normal people, do not want to be part of a mass brawl when they're playing a game of sport. And I think there's less of a tolerance for that now. And I love the GAA, but I think it needs to get its house in order on this.